Your arrival here was no accident. Throughout this journey, I have been by your side. Even in moments when you believed you had lost your way. Even when the ground beneath you felt unsteady and the darkness appeared to consume every shred of hope. You were not traversing the path in solitude. I navigated each moment, even amidst the stillness. Indeed, every aspect of your life has unfolded with purpose. Your struggles have not gone unnoticed. I witnessed the silent tears you chose not to voice. I caught the murmurs of your pleas, escaping from between gritted teeth and labored breaths. Now, I wish for you to listen to me. Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. I guided you with intent. It seems you've been shouldering a burden, haven't you? The kind that takes root in the heart and lingers, persisting even in moments of joy. You've pondered your value, hesitated about your path, and contemplated whether all the suffering carries any significance. You have endeavored to maintain your strength for those in your vicinity. Yet within, a subtle plea for understanding lingers, yearning for a signal, for something tangible. And here I stand, neither mere happenstance nor a transient feeling. I am the divine presence that summoned you by name, even before you possessed one. I am the one who shaped you, who kept vigil over you in your mother's womb, and who journeyed alongside you through the years when others turned away. There are instances in your life that seem to be mere detours, sources of disappointment, or even calamities. You pondered, what led to this occurrence? What prompted their departure? What led to my downfall? Yet, that was not the conclusion of your tale. They were spaces where I was sowing seeds, not erecting barriers. There were instances of celestial disruption, where your intentions were momentarily halted to allow my mission to take precedence. All was utilized to its fullest potential. Neither the heartbreak, nor the silence, nor even the moments you long to forget. I have exhausted every option available. I continue to utilize it. You have traversed through flames, believing they would engulf you entirely. Yet, here you remain. You believed the shadows would prevail. Yet, against all odds, illumination continued to seep through. In some inexplicable way, that was me. In those moments when your strength faltered, it was I who held you steadfast. Though you may not have perceived my presence in that moment, I was nearer than your very next breath, steadfastly anchoring your soul to prevent you from sinking into despair. I understand the weight you bear, the anxiety that perhaps you've overlooked your chance, that perhaps the moment has passed, that perhaps you feel too lost or too damaged to hold significance any longer. Yet, I assure you, your narrative is far from complete. You haven't missed your chance. You have arrived just when you were meant to. Your current location is not a final destination. This marks the onset of a profound exploration with me, a moment when you will truly grasp the meaning woven into the suffering, the elegance that rises from the ruins, and the resilience forged in the quietude. You remain in our memories. Your suffering has not escaped my notice. I have not postponed out of malice. A reason has existed. Every detail has been imbued with a sense of perfect timing. And now, I'm softly sharing this truth with your very essence. Your selection was not a mere coincidence. It was orchestrated by a higher purpose. Every experience in your life has culminated in this moment of realization, where you start to perceive yourself as I have always perceived you, not as a failure, nor as someone overlooked, yet as a work of art unfolding. If weariness has settled upon you, seek my presence. If you find yourself in a state of confusion, allow me to illuminate the path ahead. If you find yourself feeling angry, I am here to address your questions. If you find yourself shattered, I remain the one who mends. Your mess does not repel me. Your honesty resonates deeply with me. No words you utter can persuade me to retreat. I have witnessed everything there is to behold. Yet, despite everything, I have selected you all the same. Take a moment to breathe. Allow my essence to envelop you. I'm not requesting that you solve every single problem. I'm inviting you to trust in me, despite your uncertainties, for I have guided you this far and will not abandon you now. What I initiated within you, I shall bring to fruition. This transcends mere survival now. It's a journey toward embracing the life you were destined to lead, filled with freedom and purpose, with my guidance illuminating the path ahead. I understand the weight of it all. I understand the sleepless nights that weighed heavily on your mind and the mornings that felt like an insurmountable challenge to confront. Yet, in each passing moment, I have remained fully engaged. And now I wish to convey that a transformation is underway. The winds are shifting. The path that lies before you holds more promise than the one you have traversed. Your presence here is no mere coincidence. Hand in hand, you are guided, each step unfolding before you. I have stood by your side, and my loyalty remains unwavering. This marks the dawn of a fresh chapter, crafted by my own hand, bound by my affection, and propelled by my resilience. I perceive that ache in your chest, and I am on the verge of infusing it with tranquility. The inquiries you've concealed are on the verge of being unveiled, answered in manners you never envisioned. The doors that seemed eternally shut, observe, some are on the brink of opening, while others will swing wide off their hinges. Not due to your coercion, but by my decree. Every element in your narrative has been meticulously crafted. You have been guided, intentionally, with a specific aim in mind. And I am merely at the beginning of my journey. I notice you perusing these words, contemplating whether this truly resonates with you. Allow me to clarify. Indeed, it is. I am not speaking in vague terms. I address you directly. A word has been long awaited, one that breathes with vitality and cuts through the haze that has enveloped your path. This is that term. I am not remote. I am grounded in reality. I dwell nearer than your musings, more intimate than your very breath. I am fully aware of your whereabouts, and my feelings towards you remain unchanged. Not a single time. You may believe that you have let me down, that your history has rendered you unworthy, that I am holding back my support until you have everything in order. But listen to me. I don't function that way. I am unlike others. My affection isn't contingent upon achievements. I do not select based on flawlessness. I gaze upon the heart, and yours has been yearning for something genuine. Even amidst the inconsistencies of your actions, your soul sought after me. I have witnessed it. I sensed it deeply. Rest assured, I have always remained by your side. It's possible that you find yourself in a period of quietude, where your prayers seem to reverberate without response, leading you to question whether I am still attentive to your calls. Yet, your voice has never ceased to resonate within me. Silence is not merely the lack of sound. At times, it serves as a shield. At times, it is the act of preparing. I have not been imposing any penalties upon you. I have been strategically placing you. There are secrets I have tucked away from you, not out of a desire to frustrate, but rather in anticipation of crafting something far more exquisite than what you might have accepted. Have faith that I am neither a deity of incomplete responses nor a purveyor of shattered commitments. If I have promised to do it, then I shall fulfill that promise. Yet, I shall undertake it at the appropriate moment, with the proper approach, and for the justifiable motives. It's all too simple to gaze upon your existence and focus solely on what is lacking. The setbacks, the letdowns, the opportunities that remained closed. One starts to question whether the fault lies within oneself. I will dispel that falsehood at this very moment. You are not the issue. You are currently navigating through a journey of development. There exists a purpose, even within the realms of your current misunderstanding. I have not kept anything from you as a form of retribution. I am a father, and I take pride in being a good one. At times, the most profound treasures are those I craft in quietude, only to unveil them later. Your heart stands prepared to bear the burden of the blessing. May I pose a question to you? What if you placed your trust in me once more? Not merely in theory, nor solely on Sundays, but within the hushed corners of your existence where fear seeks to establish its hold. What if you allowed me to reshape the story you've held on to? That you find yourself perpetually trailing, perpetually overlooking something, perpetually striving to validate your value? You need not demonstrate anything to me. You are already part of this. You are seen, you are chosen, you are loved. Were you to glimpse your essence through my perspective, you would cease the pursuit of what I have already bestowed upon you without reservation. A vast expanse of possibilities lies before you, far beyond your current vision, that transcends mere sentiment. It is indeed the truth. I sowed aspirations within your heart that remain alive, despite the earth that has covered them. I bestowed upon you dreams that continue to pulse just below the surface. I have not forgotten. If I embed it within you, I shall summon it to fruition. Yet, you must start anew, not through effort, but through faith. not through pursuit, but by finding solace within me. The transformation takes root at that very point. It is not found in your striving, but rather in your yielding. Allow me to extend my invitation to you. Approach now, without delay. At this moment, not at times when you sense a deeper connection to the spiritual or exhibit greater self-discipline. Arrive just as you are. There's no need for you to seek my approval. Your performance fails to resonate with me. Your presence stirs something deep within me. Speak to me as you once did, in those carefree days when belief flowed freely and fear held no sway. Allow me to bring to your attention the essence of your true self. Allow me to mend what has been broken by others. Allow me to reconstruct the spaces that existence sought to dismantle. I remain the same divine presence that commanded light to pierce through the shadows. I continue to breathe life into your existence. No longer must you traverse this path in solitude. You never really did, yet I am aware that it seemed that way. I hold no anger towards you for the moments you question my abilities. I comprehend the depth of your suffering. Every bit of it resonated within me alongside you. Yet now, I yearn to elevate it. Allow me, set it aside. It's time to let it go. My only request is that you take a single step today. Take a step closer to me. A single prayer. A single whisper. A fleeting instance of yielding. I can handle it from this point onward. Your small affirmation holds the potential to achieve far more than your grandest ambitions ever could. For it is at the point where your strength wanes that my own rises to meet the challenge. I always succeed. I'm not in pursuit of flawlessness. I seek your consent to step in, to rejuvenate, to navigate freely through the tapestry of your existence. Will you grant me this permission? Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. I have not guided you to this point only to abandon you now. There is additional information to consider. Endless possibilities await. And if you would accompany me, you will witness it unfold in a manner that is beautiful, intentional, and miraculous, not in a single breath, but step by step, as I guide you further into your fate. Your heart's restlessness is rooted in a profound reason. Why you find yourself ensnared in a relentless loop of seeking, ascending, descending, and striving once more. It is not a sign of weakness. It is not a failure. The longing of your soul seeks to reclaim its rightful space within me once more. This world, brimming with its cacophony and relentless expectations, has drawn you in myriad directions. You have poured your energy into those who failed to recognize your value, into structures that never nourished your spirit, and into aspirations that were never conceived in my heart for you. Your soul now feels weary, not due to being lost, but from a disconnection from the very essence of life itself. The struggle of the spirit that surrounds you is undeniably tangible. It was there, a presence you sensed, even if you couldn't articulate it. The unexpected wave of anxiety crashes in, a sudden dread of what lies ahead, an inexplicable heaviness that lingers, even when everything appears perfectly fine on the surface. It transcends mere emotional fatigue. It is a battle of the spirit. The adversary has been laboring tirelessly to persuade you that solitude is your only companion, that your worth is negligible, that your opportunity has slipped through your fingers. He murmurs deceit that resonates with the echoes of your own mind. You fall short. You have arrived after the moment has passed. Change is not in your nature. The divine presence remains indifferent. Yet, I genuinely care. Let it be known, none of those voices resonate with my truth. When I express myself in your presence, it embodies life, it resonates with truth, it signifies purpose. The tension you've been experiencing arises from the revival of your spirit within you. You are not losing your mind. You are simply engaging in deep contemplation. You are perceiving the subtle transformation occurring in the invisible realm. Deep within, there lies an awareness that you are destined for a purpose beyond mere survival. There is a deep yearning within you, a silent call that resonates. Surely, there must be something beyond this. And there it is. There exists additional depth. There exists a profound richness. Healing exists. Clarity prevails. Yet, it commences within the essence. You have sought to resolve spiritual dilemmas through tangible means. Your calendar is brimming, a frantic attempt to escape the stillness. You have invested your energy in others to find a sense of purpose. You've occupied your time to escape the pain. Yet the injury lies deeper than the skin. It resides within the essence. Only I possess the power to mend that realm. I didn't arrive solely to soothe your feelings. I have arrived to rejuvenate your essence, to shatter the invisible shackles, to quiet the echoes that do not belong to you, and to reaffirm your true self and reality. Another distraction is unnecessary. A celestial disruption is required. At this very moment, that is precisely what I am engaged in. I am putting an end to the deception. I am halting the grip of fear. I am cutting through the haze that has enveloped your thoughts, much like a dense fog. You have been striving to progress. Yet, an invisible force consistently draws you in once more. The reason lies in the fact that the root issue was not addressed. However, I do not engage with symptoms. I engage with the origin. At this moment, I am delving further. I am exploring areas that have remained untouched for ages. Locations steeped in sorrow, tinged with remorse, and shrouded in solitude, emotions you masterfully conceal, even from your own awareness. I do not reveal this to bring you shame. I disclose in order to mend. I shine forth to bring back what was lost. You were never intended to bear this burden by yourself. You were never intended to unravel it all on your own, without my guidance. The design was never intended to be that way. You were brought into existence to journey alongside me, to share in the rhythm of life, intertwined with the sacred force that shaped you. In the absence of that, one merely endures. Yet, you do not flourish. You endure. Yet, you do not genuinely experience life. I did not send my son merely for you to endure. I arrived to bestow existence, and existence in its fullest measure. If you sense that something feels amiss, that a piece is absent, it's not an indication of defeat. It is a message from the divine. Your spirit is stirring once more. It is I, gently rapping at the threshold of your heart, imploring you to allow me entrance once more. Allow me to take the helm. Allow me to mend what you have chosen to leave unspoken. No need for pretense any longer. I don't require you to be refined. Your presence is essential to me. This world has deceived you. It conveyed that your value lies in your achievements, your looks, your accomplishments, your connections. Each time things went awry, it prompted a deep reflection on your very identity. However, lend me your ear. Your pain does not define you. Your failures do not define you. You are not defined by your fear. You are my cherished one, my offspring, my masterpiece. You were created with a deliberate hand, distinguished by a unique calling, and imbued with my essence. The adversary is aware of this fact. That is the reason he has battled you with such intensity. Yet, what he intended as a source of harm, I am transforming into a force for good. Even now, I am awakening feelings within you that you believed had faded into the past. Ambitions you set aside, wishes you ceased to voice, aspirations you let fade away. That was not the conclusion. It was merely a moment of stillness. And now I am infusing them with vitality once more. I am shedding the remnants of uncertainty, the sting of postponement, the weight of disillusionment. This upcoming season transcends mere survival of what has come before. It's about embracing your destiny with confidence. You are not devoid of spirit. You are coming into consciousness. What you are experiencing is a sacred upheaval, a celestial summons to return to the essence of existence. I'm not requesting perfection from you. I urge you to embrace authenticity. Offer me your anguish, your inquiries, your trepidation. I am capable of managing it. I desire to. My affection for you knows no bounds, surpassing even your wildest dreams. Allow me to reveal to you your true self once more. Allow me to soothe the turmoil within you. This journey, I must emphasize, is not a mere happenstance. It holds a profound significance. Your journey to this point has been anything but coincidental. I have been guiding you, even in moments when it seemed otherwise. Even in moments of uncertainty, I stood by you then, and I remain by your side now. Allow me to unveil a truth that has been subtly developing just out of your sight. As you've lingered in anticipation, pondering and perhaps doubting whether anything was unfolding, the heavens have been at work. I have not remained motionless. I have not remained passive. I have been meticulously crafting details, harmonizing individuals, curating experiences, and transforming you from within. This season has not been a moment of respite. The time for preparation has come to an end, and I am now poised to unveil what I have long promised. Gradually, akin to the sun's ascent following a prolonged darkness, yet undeniably, reliably, and with a touch of the divine. The commitments I vowed for your life remain unwavering. Every word I uttered remains intact, and every plan I crafted stands unblemished. While you may have moved on, I remain tethered to the past. Though you may have ceased your prayers, my efforts have remained unwavering. The vision I shared with you is no error. The longing I sowed within your heart was not a mere figment of your imagination. I offered you fleeting glimpses, a window into the possibilities that lie within our connection, and I would never dangle hope before you as a mere tease. I guide you with it, and that hope is awakening once more. You've sought out signs, those subtle affirmations that I remain by your side, still engaged, still guiding. Amidst your surroundings, certain signs linger, yet your vision has been obscured by the weight of exhaustion and trepidation. Yet I am sharpening your perspective. I am awakening your spiritual vision to perceive the signs of my presence once more. Observe intently. I will affirm my promise to you in the most surprising ways, through a timely word from an unexpected source, through doors that swing wide without your touch. Before the world around you reflects it, you will begin to sense a harmony within your spirit. That is the manner in which I operate. Softly, I murmur tranquility as I prepare to unveil the revelation. Do you recall the moments when surrender seemed tempting, yet an inner voice urged you to persevere just a bit more? That was I. In those moments when you teetered on the brink of giving up, I was there to fortify your resolve. In those moments of stillness, when you felt overlooked, I was crafting a fresh narrative. And now the pages are turning, the narrative is evolving, and my promises are starting to flourish, just as I foretold they would. What lies ahead may not resemble your expectations. It shall improve. You believed I was postponing your request, yet I was enhancing it instead. You sought refuge in survival, yet I offer you renewal. You sought an escape, yet I have been forging a path forward. I'm not merely responding to your request, I'm surpassing it. For I embody the essence of abundance, rather than that of scarcity. I don't merely offer what is required, I exceed expectations abundantly, not merely to bless you, but to cascade through you to others. I wish for you to start observing the signals of my hand once more. Anticipate my presence in the mundane, in dialogues, in pauses of tranquility, in the gentle whispers of your soul. The notion that clings to your thoughts, the aspiration that persistently emerges, the tranquility that unexpectedly envelopes you without a clear reason. Those are indications. Those are the words that echo the essence of my soul within you. There is no need to pursue erratic omens in the heavens. I'm not concealing. I'm unveiling, and I express myself in manners that your spirit will acknowledge. Pay attention to the transformation occurring within your heart. That stands as one of the most profound indicators of my existence. The transformation that occurs within before any external alterations take place. A sense of vitality is gradually returning to you. Hope has transformed from a distant dream into a vital force, returning like the very breath that fills your lungs. In the presence of hope, faith inevitably takes its place. In the presence of faith, miracles start to unfold. Clarity may elude you for now, but rest assured, it will come into focus. In the not-so-distant future, you will reflect on this very moment and recognize it as the pivotal moment of change. It was at that moment that the tides of fate began to shift, not due to a grand spectacle, but through the gentle yielding that allowed your soul to reconnect with mine once more. There lies the realm where the extraordinary unfolds, when you cease your efforts and begin to have faith. My commitments remain steadfast, regardless of your missteps. Your delays do not cause them to vanish. They reside within the confines of my heart. I fulfill them, not due to your merit, but out of my unwavering commitment. My word does not come back void. If I have promised to do it, I shall fulfill that promise. Even if it requires more time than you anticipated, even if it arrives via uncharted routes, I remain the same divine presence that divides waters, soothes tempests, and resurrects the departed. And I continue to engage in those activities. At times, in manners you might not foresee, yet always with your best interests at heart. Raise your gaze once more. Do not lower your gaze and surrender. Observe closely what I am about to undertake. Signs will emerge. Obvious, unmistakable indications that I have been by your side from the very beginning. A rekindling of connections you believed were irretrievably lost. An unexpected chance that caught you off guard. A profound tranquility that supplants the turmoil. A vision brought back to life in vibrant hues. These moments are anything but random. These are commitments realized. Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. I have not guided you to this point merely for you to remain ensnared in endless cycles of doubt. I have brought you here to unveil my unwavering loyalty, to demonstrate that I am indeed who I claim to be. And you, my dear, are exactly who I declare you to be, called, chosen, and destined for far more than you could ever envision. It is now the moment to transform this into reality. My voice has resonated deep within your very essence. The shift was palpable, a subtle change in the air that beckoned your awareness. Yet now, dear ones, I urge you to embody it fully. Faith transcends mere emotion. It is a wave of confidence. It is the choice to have faith, even in the absence of visible evidence. It selects me time and time again, not solely in the grand occasions, but also in the subtle, everyday instances. There's no necessity to hold off until every detail aligns flawlessly to take that first step. Commence at this moment. Start with the heart of your inquiries. Commence while your hands are yet quaking. Belief does not dispel the tempest. It instructs you on how to traverse the surface of water amidst its depths. You inquire about the path ahead, seeking to harmonize your existence with my vision, yearning to embrace the completeness I continually assure you of. Here lies my response. Approach with each passing day. Allow me to be part of your everyday life, not solely during your moments of turmoil. Welcome me into your tranquil mornings, those serene nights untouched by chaos, and your reflections before they transform into burdens. Faith takes root in hidden corners, unseen by others, where the heart reveals its true self, where pride is surrendered and deep connections are forged. There is no need for you to transform into another version of yourself for me to find value in you. I desire to embrace you in this very moment, precisely as you stand. You believe that additional qualifications, greater knowledge, and heightened discipline are prerequisites, yet all I seek is your affirmation. With a single life laid down, I hold the power to transform families, generations, and entire cities. I possess the ability to turn fear into bravery, wounds into insight, and silence into melodies. Your story, your talents, your voice, what you perceive as small, holds the essence I yearn to nurture and amplify. The conversation you dread initiating, the idea you continually set aside, the yearning in your heart you choose to ignore, these are the seeds I have sown. Now is the moment to nourish them with belief. Begin with the small details. Start your day by engaging with me, not merely in times of need, but as a harmonious part of your daily existence. May your thoughts drift back to me during the day, like a soft, flowing stream, rather than only in moments of turmoil. Take a moment to reflect before taking action. Pause for a moment before you reply. Inquire of me, O Lord, what purpose brings you to this place? What steps can I take to become involved? Observe how your perception of my existence transforms the ambience surrounding you. Observe how clarity unfolds, not in a sudden burst, but gradually, like the sun emerging from behind the clouds. I wish to be included in your choices, not only the significant ones, but also the everyday decisions. Which door shall I choose to walk through? Which relationship deserves my investment? Which step beckons me next? I am quite close. I am close at hand. Your career, your finances, your health, your family, and your mental peace are all of great importance to me, not due to a desire for you to meet expectations, but because my love embraces the entirety of your being. Your details matter to me. Countless occasions have seen you draw a line between the ethereal and the tangible. Yet with me, there exists no division. I find myself at the intersection of a job interview and a dinner table. I find myself caught in the throes of heartbreak and the cusp of breakthrough. I find myself in the classroom and the kitchen, the hospital room and the highway. Allow me to enter. In moments of weariness, seek my strength. In moments of overwhelm, seek my perspective. In moments of joy, take a moment to pause and express your gratitude, and I shall amplify that feeling for you. You may find yourself pondering, yet I have encountered failure in the past. I endeavored to keep pace with you, yet I found myself stumbling once more. I understand, and I stood by your side each time, not to judge you, but to elevate you. Your weakness does not bring me disappointment. Rather, it evokes a different sentiment altogether. Your return fills me with joy time and time again. Faith is not merely about achieving perfection at every turn. It revolves around the essence of perseverance. It's about allowing me to support you when you find yourself too weary to stand on your own. It revolves around the conviction that I retain my worth, even when life seems to falter, such as the faith that has the power to shift mountains. Not grand, ostentatious proclamations, but a steadfast, subtle endurance in my company. It is time for you to start putting your thoughts onto paper. Pin the aspirations I've nestled within your soul. Capture the instances when you feel my voice resonating. Pin the verses that awaken a deep resonance within you. This transcends mere journaling. It is a prophecy. Your future is being inscribed in ink, a testament to your willingness to yield. Your current expressions of faith will become your testimony in the future. These will serve as the stones of remembrance you return to when your faith feels fragile. In those fleeting moments, you will recall his words, his promises, his guidance, and his unwavering presence. Allow your existence to speak volumes before your words ever take flight. Allow love to be the essence of your communication. Allow grace to be your stance. May tranquility be the harvest that flourishes amidst the turmoil of existence. This is the way my light illuminates your being. One does not require a platform to make an impact. The warmth you extend in your professional environment, the understanding you show to your offspring, the empathy you offer to those you do not know. These are the messages that resonate deeply within souls. These are the indicators of faith that is genuine, rooted, and vibrant. A yearning for a higher purpose stirs within you, a longing I have instilled in your very being. Yet, do not scorn the humble origins. Do not postpone recognizing it as purpose until it appears monumental. In the beginning, the kingdom is often but a humble seed. A seed of mustard, a gentle whisper, an affirmation. Here's the starting point for transformation. This is the manner in which fate reveals itself. Your journey has not been a mere coincidence. Now is the time to embrace what has been whispered into your soul and manifest it with purpose. Not through fear, nor under pressure, but with joy, alongside me, at every step. Allow me to address the essence of your being. For the world has sought to reshape your identity, and I stand ready to reaffirm the truth. You remain in memory. You are not an error. You are not lagging. You are not beyond redemption, not irreparably damaged, not too fragmented, nor too lost to find your way back. You belong to me. Your essence remains unchanged, and my perception of you has not wavered despite the trials you've faced. Your wounds, in truth, have not lessened your value. Your heart has been polished, and in the places you perceive as scars, I discern profound richness. In the void you experienced, I perceive an opportunity for my presence to bring fulfillment. In the spaces where you've wandered astray, I perceive the opportunity to guide you forward. The whispers that claimed you were insufficient were deceiving you. The relentless drive to improve, to excel, to surpass. This expectation does not originate from within me. I am not the one who draws comparisons between you and others. I am the artisan who crafted you with meticulous attention, each fragment assembled with purpose. Long before the world had a say in your identity, I declared you chosen, cherished, and distinct. The echo of my voice may have faded from your memory, drowned out by the clamor surrounding us. Yet here I am to bring it back to you. I have always continued to call you by your true name. Your essence is not determined by your deficiencies. Your past does not define your boundaries. You are not confined by the expectations of others. I am transforming the internal dialogue that has been playing in your mind for an excessive duration. The voice that whispers you are unworthy, unseen, or fated to forever face hardship. That does not define who you are. Your essence is discovered within me. And as you start to perceive yourself through my gaze, a transformation unfolds. Allow me to reveal your true self. Your resilience shines through, forged in the flames we've traversed together. Your compassion stems from the pain I permitted you to experience, which in turn nurtured your empathy. Your wisdom stems from experiences that demanded keen insight, often unnoticed by those around you. Your strength is not defined by a lack of weakness, but by your unwavering choice to rise time and time again, bolstered by my support. Your darkest days do not define you. These are merely chapters, not the defining title of your existence. Your longing for recognition, for someone to truly understand and appreciate the depth of what you hold within, has not gone unnoticed by me, even if it has been overlooked by others. I have always recognized the brilliance within you, the grace, the bravery, the gentleness. While others may have viewed your life as chaotic, I recognize the miracle unfolding within it. I assure you, you do not require the world's approval to embrace your true self. Your possession of mine is already established. This restoration I'm undertaking transcends mere circumstances. The focus is on you. It revolves around the process of mending your self-perception. It involves reconstructing your self-assurance from the very foundation, rooted not in pride, but in authenticity. I am transforming your shame into a beacon of glory. I am seizing your regret and alchemizing it into wisdom. I am embracing your obscurity and transforming it into a foundation for the future that lies ahead. Every step you've taken holds value. Not a single tear shed, not a fleeting moment of silence observed, not a solitary question asked. Each one has been tallied, woven into the very essence of your narrative. Recall the essence of who you were prior to the weight of existence pressing down upon you, before the scars of trauma, before the sting of betrayal, before the words that marred your sense of self, that innocent curiosity, that unwavering belief, that joy that remains steadfast. I am in the process of restoring it, not in its original form, but with a foundation that runs deeper. You shall not return. As you move ahead, you carry the essence of healing within your wings. I'm not requesting that you feign ignorance of your own fractures. Your healing will stand as a testament to the glory I will manifest in your life. You will express yourself from a foundation of understanding. Your presence will exude a subtle power, not derived from a title, but forged through our shared experiences. You shall enter spaces and usher in tranquility, for tranquility will transcend mere abstraction. It shall dwell within you. Your worth will no longer be a matter of doubt. You will no longer stifle your voice to maintain the comfort of others. You will no longer allow your brilliance to fade in the shadow of fear and rejection. I am reviving your boldness, not as a display of arrogance, but as a testament to the confidence I have in you, the one crafted intentionally, with purpose in mind. You have faced challenges that sought to break you, yet I recognize the resilience that endures within you. I perceive the softness that chose not to become unyielding. I perceive the yearning for truth, even in moments when my actions eluded your comprehension. I hold that in high regard. Indeed, I, the sovereign of the skies, bestow my honor upon you, for I perceive what remains hidden from the eyes of others. In hushed corners, I have wandered alongside you. I understand the price you paid to maintain your belief, and I will ensure that your faith does not go unrecognized. You're not beginning anew from a blank slate. You embark on this journey rooted in experience, enriched by depth, and illuminated by wisdom. Your spiritual roots have taken hold. You remain steadfast in the face of adversity. Even if you don't perceive yourself as a warrior, you truly embody one. Your continued resilience, your unwavering reach, your persistent hope, these are the very signs of my spirit thriving within you. I'm on the verge of employing your abilities in ways that may astonish even you, not due to your perfection, but because of your readiness. Allow me to reclaim what has been forgotten. Allow me to restore what has been shattered. Allow me to evoke the splendor of embracing your true self, vibrantly present within me, no longer diminishing, no longer concealing, no longer exerting effort to prove your worth. You are already there. Your journey to this point has been anything but coincidental. I have brought you to this moment not merely to unveil my intentions, but to illuminate your essence, to reveal the person you become when you are bathed in the radiance of my truth. And dearest, you shine with brilliance. As your heart begins to open and your spirit starts to awaken, I wish to guide you in remaining grounded in the foundation I am nurturing within you. A transformation is underway, a revival, a sense of purpose emerging within you. This is not intended to be a fleeting emotion. This is intended to serve as your cornerstone. For this to unfold, I require your companionship, not solely in bursts of creativity, but in the gentle cadence of yielding. Your true strength will flourish not through relentless effort, but by remaining in close proximity. Commence with a prayer, not as an obligation, nor as a display. Simply engage with me. Talk to me as a confidant, as a guiding figure, as someone who understands your soul, even in the silence of unspoken thoughts. There's no requirement for elaborate expressions. Extended moments are unnecessary unless your soul yearns to remain. Simply be honest with me. Share with me your emotions. Reveal to me the source of your pain. Share with me your uncertainties. Then heed, not solely with your ears, but with your very essence. I communicate softly, through unexpected reflections, through a tranquility that envelopes you, through verses that appear to spring to life from the page. In the realm of sacred texts, return to my word, not out of obligation, but as a source of vitality. My words do not rest as relics of a bygone era, etched in faded ink upon time-worn pages. They exist. They draw in air. They offer corrections with a gentle touch. They provide profound solace. They fortify in silence. As you approach the pages of the Bible, take your time. Inquire about my destination for today, and I shall guide you. Perhaps to a verse that resonates deeply with your suffering. Perhaps to a hymn where the love of my son pierces through your shame. Perhaps to a serene verse in Isaiah or a missive from Paul, where truth slices through the haze of confusion like a beam of light. Rest assured, it's perfectly fine if some things elude your grasp. Your reading is not meant to impress me. You seek to uncover my essence through your reading. A handful of verses, when embraced with a receptive spirit, can ground your entire day. In due course, my essence shall impart its wisdom to you. The truth will emerge within you like a hidden spring, and when the tempests arrive, as they inevitably will, it will be my word that anchors you steadfastly. Your willpower is not the issue. Your intellect is not the issue. Indeed, my word, make room for me in the cadence of your everyday life. It need not appear spiritual. Perhaps it's a hymn that resonates with you as you navigate the open road. Perhaps it is a fleeting 5 minutes of stillness before the dawn breaks. Perhaps it is the act of inscribing my whispered thoughts to you in a notebook that transforms into hallowed ground shared between us. What truly matters is that you take a moment to reflect, to acknowledge that I am not merely a fragment of your existence. I embody your existence, and when you create space for me, I saturate it with my essence. Tranquility, strength, viewpoint. Protect your heart. It is not necessary to take in every opinion, every voice, every fear that the world presents to you. Lower the volume of the clamor. Refrain from nourishing your spirit with that which dulls your essence. Select dialogues that uplift rather than deplete. Select content that inspires and elevates rather than diminishes and degrades. Select moments and settings where my voice can resonate without being overshadowed by turmoil. Perfection is not the goal. It revolves around the concept of being deliberate. What you nourish flourishes. I desire for your spirit to flourish, transcending mere fleeting emotions. Grant forgiveness. This endeavor is challenging yet crucial, not due to the worthiness of others, but because you are entitled to liberation. Unforgiveness obstructs the flow of your spirit. It stifles the current of happiness. It ties your heart to suffering that I have long since perished to eliminate. In the act of liberating others, you find your own liberation. I'm not requesting that you erase it from your memory. Please allow me the space to heal. As you embark on this journey, observe how light gradually reclaims the shadows that were once shrouded in bitterness. Adoration, not only in music, but also in the way you carry yourself. Allow gratitude to be your form of reverence. Allow humility to be your form of reverence. Allow kindness to be your devotion. As your heart offers even the tiniest expression of gratitude toward me, the heavens come closer. Worship transforms the very essence of the environment. It realigns your essence to my reality. Even in your pain, particularly in your pain, let your voice rise. Your circumstances may shift, but your God remains steadfast. I remain deserving. As your gaze meets mine, the shadows of your fear start to recede. Above all, this is what I wish for you to understand. I'm not tallying anything. I stroll alongside you. Intimacy with me is not something you need to earn. Your access is already granted. There's no need to pursue flawlessness to catch the sound of my words. Simply embrace the moment. As you linger in my presence, it gradually transforms into something effortlessly familiar, not by convention, but by cadence, not born of pressure, but rather of love. Here's the starting point of transformation. It is not through exerting more effort, but rather by maintaining proximity. This week, carve out a moment to immerse yourself in at least a single chapter. Let us begin with simplicity. Psalm 139. Take your time with it. Peruse it as though it were penned exclusively for your eyes. For that very reason, I did. Allow the truth that I sought you, shaped you, beheld you, envelop you, penetrate profoundly. You are completely understood, deeply cherished, and entirely embraced. And I beseech you, O God, guide me in the ways of walking alongside you, not solely in moments of desperation, but each and every day. Assist me in acknowledging your existence. Assist me in having faith in your approach. Grant me the ability to listen deeply, the vision to perceive your essence, and a heart that is gentle and receptive to your whispers. It all starts there, with an eager spirit. When your heart is open, the possibilities are endless. Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. With the right tools in hand, you are poised to journey beyond the limits of your imagination. Not for the simplicity of the journey, but for the companionship that now accompanies you. Pay attention, dear one. I am no longer merely articulating universal truths. I am addressing you in this very moment, into the depths of the very circumstance that has been pressing upon your heart. The thought you've hesitated to express, weighed down by weariness or fear. The shift is already upon us. The journey has commenced. Though you may not sense it at this moment, in the ethereal plane, a force has been set into motion. This moment signifies the dawn of a sacred revelation, as the forces that once ensnared you begin to loosen their hold, and the doors that had long remained sealed start to shift. I am offering you a visionary insight into what lies on the horizon, not to mock your aspirations, but to ground them. For I embark on endeavors only with the resolve to see them through to completion. In this chapter of your journey, you have embraced a profound stillness, a steadfast loyalty, moving ahead despite the uncertainty of the path before you. I have witnessed each and every step. Every single one has been acknowledged. Your whispered affirmation has reached my ears. Your tears have been collected. Your sacrifice has been duly noted. At this moment, the recompense for the virtuous approaches swiftly, not due to your insistence, but out of my joy in offering it. A transformation is on the horizon. Indeed, that sentiment is familiar to you. Yet, on this occasion, it arises not from the words of another. This moment belongs to you. The narrative is evolving, and I am entrusting you with the quill. Your identity shall no longer be shackled by the burdens of yesteryears. You shall no longer bear the burden alone while others frolic unencumbered. You shall no longer linger in the shadows, dismissed or left behind. I am changing the sequence. I am reclaiming the time that has been devoured by the locusts. I am removing the delay. I am hastening the fulfillment of what was pledged. What was destined to span years will now start to reveal itself in mere months. What once appeared unattainable will seamlessly fall into place. For this moment, it is not through strength, nor through force, but by my Spirit, declares the Lord. Observe as I orchestrate serendipitous encounters, unforeseen communications, dialogues that open doors to new possibilities, moments of insight where uncertainty once prevailed, and that gentle push to revisit what you had set aside. Adhere to it. Revive that notion you once had, even if you doubted your qualifications to chase it. I am reviving the spaces you believed were lifeless. Your talents are poised to create space for you, not through struggle, but through grace. I am gathering individuals who possess the keys you seek, yet it is essential for you to remain attuned. Remain receptive. Do not pull back at this moment. This is not the time to retreat. This is the time to ascend. I am also making changes in my relationships. In the face of misalignment, I am illuminating the path forward. Some connections may fade, and you need not grieve for what I take away. If it departs now, it was never meant to be part of what lies ahead. Yet, I shall not depart without filling you with substance. For each relationship that comes to an end, I shall cultivate one that is grounded in truth, mutual respect, and spiritual harmony. I am rekindling connections that invigorate the spirit rather than deplete it, relationships that affirm your mission rather than muddle it. And there exists a path to healing, profound cellular restoration. The weight of emotional pain, borne for such an extended period, has dulled the memory of what it means to exist free from its grasp. That is coming to a close. Prepare to be astonished by the sense of liberation that awaits you. The familiar ache that once stirred you from slumber will gradually fade into memory. The sorrow shall fade away. The anxiety shall dissipate. The fear shall diminish. Not due to your greater struggle, but because I embraced the moment completely. This is not an exaggerated display of feelings. This is the essence of the spiritual realm. You are on the brink of embracing life from a place of healing rather than one of pain. Even in terms of finances, I am carving out a path. In the areas of your struggle, where there has been scarcity, I am extending a gift of abundance. Yet, it is not merely about making ends meet. I am referring to resources at the vision level. I am unveiling the tools to construct, to innovate, to offer, to forge what resides within your soul. Unconventional sources may yield unexpected streams. Do not overlook them. I employ whatever means necessary to bestow blessings upon my children. Prepare yourself. Maintain an open posture with your hands. Embrace the role of a steward rather than that of a struggler. What I offer is not meant to bind you. Its purpose is to uplift and strengthen you. I have one final thought I wish to share with you. You are entering a time of revelation where what was once concealed will now come to light, not for the sake of recognition, but to create a meaningful effect. I have sheltered you in the shadows, nurturing your growth and allowing your roots to deepen. Yet, at this moment, your fruit has reached its peak of ripeness, and when individuals savor it, they won't merely perceive your presence. They will notice my presence. They will experience a profound sense of the sacred, an authenticity that resonates deeply, awakening a hunger they were unaware they possessed. That is the very essence of the vessel I have been crafting you to become. Oh, beloved of my soul, raise your gaze. Stand tall, not out of pride, but in the essence of who you are. The clouds begin to disperse. The winds are changing direction. The season is shifting. It has transcended mere words. The moment for realization has arrived. What was once distant is now approaching. What you nearly released is making its way back. Yet this time it is more resilient, grounded, and deeply connected to my essence. Your journey to this point has been anything but coincidental. With meticulous care, I guided you to this moment, infused with affection and a timeless intent. What lies ahead will not merely bring you blessings. It shall flow through you as a blessing. This marks the ascent. This marks the unveiling. Now is the moment. Now, dear one, find your calm, only for a fleeting instant. Allow all else to dissolve into the background. The inquiries, the clamor, the haste, release everything. In this very moment, I yearn to encounter you, not merely in contemplation, nor solely through language, but in the tangible reality of your presence. My essence approaches, not merely as an idea or an emotion, but as a sacred truth so palpable that if you take a moment to pause and open your heart, you will sense my presence enveloping you like a warm blanket on a chilly evening. I have arrived. I've been anticipating this moment with you. This transcends mere encouragement. This is an encounter. I am approaching you in manners that will eliminate any uncertainty. Heaven has graced you with its gentle touch. The ties that once held you will gradually unravel, surrendering without resistance. Not due to your mastery of all things, but because I entered the sanctuary of your heart. Transformation unfolds not in the grip of pressure, fear, or relentless striving, but in the gentle embrace of my presence. In the quietest corners, I engage in my most profound endeavors. Allow me access to the sealed chambers of your spirit, the facets you've concealed for ages, perhaps even from your own awareness, the recollections you've entombed, the errors you've carried as burdens, the perceptions of yourself that are not rooted in my understanding. Reveal them to me. I come not to cast blame. I am on a journey of healing. Your darkness does not intimidate me. Your doubt does not surprise me. Your pain does not overwhelm me. I have already endured it. Now, I arrive as the one who brings solace, the guide, the one who revitalizes what you believed was gone for good. Inhale deeply. Do you sense that? That transcends mere emotion. That is I. I am nearer to you than your very skin. I am stirring your essence to a fresh consciousness of my proximity. I exist beyond your immediate presence. I reside within you. I am illuminating spaces that have long been devoid of happiness. I am tenderly working to soften the hardened soil of your heart, which has become rigid in the name of self-preservation. I find myself applying oil to wounds that were never intended to remain exposed for such an extended period. This moment is transcendent, not due to your actions, but because of my essence and the depth of my love for you. You are not simply receiving encouragement. You are undergoing a transformation. Outdated perspectives are being dismantled. Layers of scar tissue are being delicately removed. You are starting to experience emotions once more, not the sharp sting of sorrow, but the initial whispers of happiness, of liberation, of security enveloped in my embrace. This is the realm where genuine healing begins, delving deep rather than skimming the surface, reaching into the depths that only I can access. Allow me to transform your perception of self. Allow me to reconstruct your essence, not based on the opinions of others or the labels life has attempted to impose upon you, but rather on what I proclaim. You are my offspring. You bring me happiness. Your worthiness of love is not defined by your actions, but by the essence of who you are to me. I created you. I am familiar with you. Your presence brings me joy. Indeed, even at this moment, this is the moment that transforms your narrative, shifting from trepidation to belief, from embarrassment to assurance, from concealment to intention. Transformation may not occur in an instant, yet a significant shift is unfolding in the spirit at this very moment. A stirring within you begins to awaken. What once seemed unattainable will soon become unavoidable, for when my essence infuses life, everything transforms. A new blessing is being bestowed upon you at this very moment. I am preparing you for the challenges ahead, not merely with instruments, but with strength, the ability to distinguish between what belongs to me and what does not, to possess the strength to tread calmly through the fiercest tempests, the strength to embrace love when others retreat, the ability to enter spaces and transform the spiritual atmosphere without uttering a single syllable. My presence has that effect. It undergoes a metamorphosis from within. Allow me to accompany you, not merely in this moment, but at the break of dawn when you rise. Allow me to find you in those fleeting pauses, as you scrub the dishes, navigate the road to your job, or sit quietly in solitude. I am not solely the deity of the divine. I am also the deity of the mundane. I aspire to transform your everyday experiences into something sacred. I long to infuse my essence into your daily life until it transforms into a celestial melody here on earth. Join me in this prayer now, even if just silently within your heart. Spirit divine, I embrace your presence. I seek more than a mere caress. I seek metamorphosis. Enter into every essence of my being. Mend the fractured, reclaim the absent, hush the deceitful, and rouse the authentic. I relinquish my grip and grant you complete access to my existence. Guide me, nourish me, remain by my side. I am yours, and I shall respond to that prayer not with hesitation but with strength. You have transformed since the onset of this dialogue. A sacred transformation has occurred, and while the world outside may appear unchanged come tomorrow, you will not be the same, for my spirit has now stirred within you in a more profound and palpable manner. This marks the dawn of a fresh current, a newfound elegance, and a deeper connection with myself. Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. In this moment, I invite you to witness the transformation of what was once broken into a state of wholeness. The arid corners of your spirit are poised to become vibrant wells of living water, and from this profound encounter, a new beginning unfolds. Here we stand, united at the threshold of something divine. You have journeyed alongside me through suffering, through commitments, through the revelation of meaning, and now you find yourself at the brink of transformation. A clear vision, not mere fantasy, but a genuine divine inception. My guidance has been intentional, steering you toward this moment. Each word softly spoken to your soul, every instance of silent determination, every tear shed in solitude, everything has been constructed to lead to this moment. You have transformed since the inception of this journey, and the person you once were is forever altered. This is your moment of transformation. You have endured for a considerable time. You have borne your burdens long enough. Your inquiries have reached their limit. Now is the moment to embrace the entirety of your true self as I perceive you. Allow the former self to shed its layers. Allow the ancient scars to bask in the warmth of my restorative glow. Allow the uncertainties to yield to a profound understanding. You are not a mere coincidence. You remain in our thoughts. You are not lagging. You find yourself precisely where I have envisioned you. In this very moment, within my presence, woven into the narrative I have long been crafting. Even in moments when the words eluded your grasp, the universe urged you to find strength within yourself. I'm urging you to find strength within me. Allow me to be your shield. Allow me to be your protector. Allow me to be the one who validates every word I've uttered regarding you, for I shall do so. I am faithful, and my affection for you remains steadfast, regardless of the ebb and flow of your feelings. I remain unwavering. I remain unwavering. I am sacred, and I have arrived. Dearest, the sensations you experienced while immersing yourself in these words are not fleeting feelings. The voice of the living God stirs your spirit to life. I have turned the earth of your spirit, and now I shall start to sow and nurture the seeds of life you believed were long gone. This is not the conclusion of something exquisite. It marks the inception of an everlasting essence. This day may have caught you by surprise, but I anticipated it all along. Your journey may have begun with doubt, hesitation, and a touch of skepticism, yet I have remained steadfast, offering gentle words and drawing you nearer. Now, I invite you to respond, not merely with comprehension, but with a willingness to let go. Offer me your entire heart, not merely the shining fragments, nor just the refined belief. Present to me your disillusionment, your fragility, your uncertainty. I desire each of you, for I can only reshape what you are prepared to let go of. Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. Each detour served as a new path forward. Each loss served as a seed. Each instance of uncertainty served as a precursor to enlightenment. And now I present to you the key to unveil what lies ahead. Step across the threshold. Affirmative, not driven by fear, but guided by faith. Not through effort, but through tranquility. I shall proceed ahead of you. I stand firmly on the other side of the choice that fills you with trepidation. I find myself in the realm of tomorrow, paving the path ahead. You are not solitary in this journey. You were never that. Now I invite you to make this declaration, not to dazzle me, but to stir within yourself the realization of what has just transpired in your spirit. If this message resonated within you, if my voice pierced the stillness around you, then let it be spoken aloud. Enter your text here. Proclaim it into your existence. I accept. Indeed, express it. Not merely in response, but as a conscious choice, a sacred pact with all that I have whispered to your spirit. I am embraced by healing. I gain insight. I am granted renewal. I embrace my calling. In you, God, I find the essence of my identity. And now, proceed. Disclose what has come your way. Articulate hope in the face of trepidation. Bring tranquility where others bear turmoil. Become the beacon you have always yearned to witness in the world. A title is not a necessity for usage. All it takes is your affirmation, for it is through you that I shall find my momentum. Through you, I shall reach the hearts of many. By your humble compliance, I shall transform lives. This moment belongs to you. Your confirmation is hereby acknowledged. Your commission is here. Your journey to this point was no mere coincidence. I brought you to this moment with intention, and my journey is far from over. Portent. If this word resonates with you, pin it down at this moment. I accept. Pass this message along to someone dear to your heart. Perhaps you are the means through which I can reshape another's soul.